welcome back to the channel. I know it's nothing, I'm Jam, and let's get to it. So today we're diving on into the drunk book tag. This should be fun. Question number 1 in this tag is wine coolers, and it is you're 16 and you've just managed to sneak one of your mum's Smirnoff Ices. What is your guilty pleasure read? And I've got to go with the Bridgerton books on this one, particularly The Viscount Who Loved Me. I don't know what I love so much about that book. Actually, I do know what I love so much about that book. It was enemies to lovers, and there was just something to really enjoy about that. Because you don't see it, you don't expect it. It just really happens in fiction, and it's just very fun to read. And like, it's just kind of nice to put your mind away and just read a romance. It's just like, it's not too serious, nothing really drastic happens in them, and you know it's got a happy ending, so that's why. Number 2 in this tag is beer, and it's you've made it to college and you're hosting your first kegger. What is your favorite new adult book? And I've got to go with Barefoot Dancing on this one, because it's set in Australia. It's got a very cute, like, kind of realistic, like, love story in it, and I also feel like it depicts like high school life, like not perfectly, but it's just kind of like, it's not too intense, nothing like overly dramatic happens in it. It's just kind of like the day-to-day of high school life, and I just liked it. It was cute. I did worry that they weren't going to end up together. I love that they did. I liked the sort of fake out bits where it's just like, oh no, the worst has happened, but it had a happy ending, so I liked it. Number 3 in this tag is tequila, and that is you partied way too hard last night and drank way too much. What is a book that you'll never want to see again? And it is The Land of Raw. Get it out of here. I don't think I even own it anymore. I think I gave it away because I cannot stand the sight of that book. The only thing it had going for it was the pretty art, and even then it was a bit debatable. Number 4 in this tag is beer pong, and what is a book that you read super fast? And that was Some Girls Do. It just had a very cute story. All the ones I have said so far pretty much have a very cute story, except for The Land of Raw. That can be rejected. But I really enjoyed this one. It's probably the only one from the author that I have enjoyed. The other ones are a little bit, I don't know if they're good or not. This is probably the best one she's written and my favorite. And it's just, yeah, it's again, opposites attract moment. There's a lot to like there. Number 5 in this tag is Spring Break, and it's you've thrown your inhibitions to the wind and had the most sexiest night of all. What is the most smuttiest book you've ever read? And I think it's got to be True Refuge or Renegades, or I can't remember what. There's 3 of them, and my god, all I knew about these books is that they were dystopian and then nothing else, and oh my lord, there was just so much sex in them. I just didn't know what to do with myself. I got bored and started reading it, and I'm like, well, this is not what I expected. I don't hate it, but oh my lord, like every couple chapters something saucy happened. I'm like, okay, I don't know if I want to shut this or not. Number 6 in this tag is Screwdriver, and that is the most twisted book you've ever read, and I think I've got to go with The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I have a love-hate relationship with this book because I want to like it, and then it does things that annoy me, because I am dying on the hill that the devil loves her and will never let her leave. Like, that is the hill I will die on. And I know that there are others out there that think the same thing. Like, Addie thinks that he doesn't love her, but I'm pretty sure he does. That's why he kept coming back. The story was twisted in a lot of ways, and it annoyed the shit out of me too, but I wanted to like it, but also it just felt like too long in some bits. Like, I felt like it should have wrapped up, and then it didn't, and it just kept on going, and it feels like there's going to be a sequel. Like, I feel like I have questions that didn't get answers. Number 7 in this tag is the Long Island Iced Tea, and that is The Melting Pot. of all alcoholic beverages. That is, what is your favorite diverse read? And I've got to go with Ghostbird on this one. I actually went to the university where this author taught at or helped to teach at, and I got to meet her, and I really loved her book. Like, it was just, I'd never read anything like it. I felt like really immersed in the culture of everything. Also, it was bloody, I think it was the scariest thing I've probably read as well. I was very scared. There was a bit where one of the characters' eyes turned red. I'm like, I am frightened. I don't know if I should be listening to this at night, because it was an audible version of it. But I really enjoyed it. It was really cool and kind of scary, and like, you didn't really know what was going to happen. It was just, I was there for the ride of it. Number 8 in this tag is Sex on the Beach, and that is a drink that was great in theory but didn't live up to the hype of it, and that is a book that fell flat. And I don't like this question because one of my favorite cocktails is Sex on the Beach, so I don't agree with it. But I decided to pick Aristotle and Dante Dive into the Waters of the World because I really don't think that it needed a sequel. Like, I was quite content with the first one. The first one was great. The second one less so. The second one just felt like an excuse for heartbreak, and I just didn't want to go through that because they're both imperfect in different ways, but they kind of mesh well together, and I just didn't want to see them end. And it was just kind of devastating to see them do that and then like get back together. It's just, oh, I didn't need it. I didn't want it. No. The last question in this tag is question number 9, and that is wine. And that is, you've just gone through a rough breakup, and so you park yourself in bed with your favorite bottle of wine, some ice cream, and a bucket of tears. Name a book that made you cry all your feels out. And I think I don't tend to cry in books. I mean, like, that's changed immensely, but I used to not cry in books so much. But recently, it's been Call Me By Your Name, and it's just, you just want things to work out. That's how I felt when I was like going through the book and it was being read to me as well, because I'm quite keen on Audible. It's just nice. It's so soothing having someone like, you know, read you a story, but it's just so heartbreaking because you're just like, I want you guys to be together. And one of them's just like, I don't think we should be together. And the other one's just like, but I am so in love with you. It just sucks because it's a matter of, it's just like, it is the right person, and then also it is kind of the wrong person with you, because the right person would fight for you. And it just sucks. All I can say, yeah, it just sucks. So yes, I did cry. I was not happy. No. Anyway, guys, that's all I've got for you today. Please like, subscribe, because that is always nice, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.